Hello everyone, and welcome. As a doctor, I've seen countless patients trying to navigate the complexities of healthy eating. Often, it's the simplest foods that hold the most surprises, and today, we're going to talk about one of the most common and seemingly innocent fruits, the banana. You might think, what could possibly go wrong with a banana? It's just a banana, but I'm here to tell you that the way many of us consume bananas, especially as we age, might be inadvertently affecting our blood sugar, energy levels, and even our digestion. This isn't to alarm you, but rather to empower you with knowledge. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, and you're committed to maintaining an active lifestyle, eating well, and avoiding those subtle health pitfalls, then this discussion is for you. We're going to uncover some lesser-known facts about bananas that even many health-conscious individuals overlook. We'll explore why eating bananas at the wrong time can cause your blood sugar to spike, which banana varieties might be challenging for your digestive system, and a common storage error that strips bananas of vital nutrients. More importantly, you'll learn simple, practical strategies to transform bananas into a secret weapon for your brain, a silent guardian for your heart, and a true friend to your gut. Because, when used correctly, bananas can indeed be one of the healthiest items in your kitchen. If you've ever felt bloated after eating a banana, wondered if they're safe for diabetics, or simply want to optimize their place in your daily routine, then stay with me. You're about to see this everyday fruit in a completely new light. Are you ready to uncover what you've been missing? Let's dive in. Before we get into the specifics, I have a small request. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions about bananas, or even if you have a favorite banana recipe or a personal tip you'd like to share. Your insights are always valuable. Let's begin with a crucial aspect that most people rarely consider: the ripeness of your banana. It might seem trivial, but trust me, it's far more significant than you imagine, particularly as we get older. You see, as bananas ripen, they undergo a profound transformation. Green bananas, for instance, are rich in resistant starch. This type of carbohydrate is difficult for your body to digest, and for some individuals, it can lead to gas, bloating, or a feeling of sluggishness in the stomach, especially if their digestive system isn't as robust as it once was. On the other end of the spectrum, an overripe banana, one with numerous brown spots, contains significantly more natural sugar. While it's undeniably sweeter, this increased sugar content can cause a rapid surge in blood sugar levels, which is a concern for those managing diabetes, pre-diabetes, or experiencing energy crashes. So, what's the optimal stage? The sweet spot is a golden banana with a few brown freckles. At this point, the starches have begun to break down, making the banana easier to digest, but it hasn't yet become a sugar bomb. It's flavorful, gentle on your stomach, and still packed with the essential vitamins, fiber, and potassium your body needs. Let me share a brief anecdote. I had a patient, Mr. Davies, a retired history professor in his early 70s, who was meticulous about his diet. He believed that green bananas were the healthiest option and consumed one every morning. However, he consistently complained of post-breakfast discomfort and bloating. After discussing the science of banana ripeness, I suggested he switch to slightly riper bananas, those with a few brown speckles, and pair them with a tablespoon of almond butter. Within a week, his digestive issues significantly improved, and he started looking forward to his morning meal again. It's a testament to how small adjustments can have a profound impact. So, the next time you reach for a banana, take a moment to consider its color. It might reveal more than you think. Next, we're going to address something that might surprise you: why cleaning your banana peel, even if you never eat it, can still be beneficial for your health. Let's investigate why washing banana peels is more important than you might realize. Let's start with a topic that might initially seem a bit unnecessary: cleaning your bananas. After all, we don't eat the peel, so why bother? Here's the crucial point, though. While the peel isn't going into your mouth, your hands are. And those same hands are touching the edible part of the banana as you peel it. From the farm to the market, banana peels can carry a variety of substances, microorganisms, dirt, and even residual pesticides. These impurities can easily transfer to the fruit itself or remain on our fingers as we eat. Think about it. When was the last time you actually washed a banana? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most people don't. However, research from organizations like the Environmental Working Group indicates that a simple wash under running water, followed by a quick pat dry with a paper towel, can eliminate a significant percentage, up to 80% to 90%, of pesticide residues. And here's why this is particularly important for older adults. Our immune systems tend to become a bit less robust with age. This means our bodies may be slightly more susceptible to substances or microorganisms that might not have had a significant impact on us when we were younger. I recall a patient, Mrs. Chen, a vibrant woman in her late 60s who was an avid gardener. She was meticulous about washing all her produce but admitted she never thought to wash bananas. After a discussion about potential contaminants and the importance of minimizing exposure, she started washing her bananas diligently. She later told me, "It's such a simple habit, but it just makes so much sense. It takes literally 5 seconds. From now on, give your bananas a quick rinse. It could save your gut a lot of trouble." Speaking of gut health, let's discuss something equally unexpected. Is it truly bad to eat a banana on an empty stomach? Next, let's find out. Is it okay to eat bananas without other food? Not always. Bananas are quick, convenient, and often seem like the perfect grab-and-go breakfast. However, have you ever eaten one first thing in the morning and then felt a little jittery or strangely tired shortly after? If so, you're not imagining things. While bananas are naturally rich in sugars, sucrose, fructose, and glucose, which provide a rapid energy boost, this can be a double-edged sword. When consumed on an empty stomach, they have the potential to cause a rapid rise in blood sugar levels, followed by an equally rapid drop. For seniors who are striving to maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day or who are managing blood sugar concerns, this roller coaster can be detrimental. It might lead to feelings of dizziness, irritability, or even an increase in hunger shortly after eating. But don't panic. Bananas are not the enemy. It all depends on how we pair them. Instead of eating a banana by itself, try combining it with a source of protein or healthy fat. This slows down the absorption of sugars, which in turn helps to stabilize your energy levels for a longer period. Here's a simple illustration. Try a banana with a dollop of peanut butter or a handful of walnuts. Even better, slice it up and add it to a bowl of Greek yogurt, oats, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's delicious, satisfying, and significantly gentler on your blood sugar. One of my patients, Mr. Rodriguez, a retired engineer from Texas, shared his experience. "I used to think that my mid-morning slump was just a part of getting older. But after my doctor suggested I eat my banana with some almonds and plain yogurt, everything changed. I feel more alert and stay fuller for much longer. The next time you reach for that banana in the morning, give it a companion. Your body will thank you." After discussing when and how to eat bananas, let's turn our attention to how we store them. Indeed, storage conditions can significantly impact a banana's nutrition and flavor. Next, let's discuss the best and worst methods for preserving bananas at home. Everyone wants their bananas to taste great and last longer. But did you know that where you store them can have a significant impact? It's true. Unfortunately, one of the most common places people store their bananas is in the refrigerator. Here's the problem. Bananas are tropical fruits. They don't do well in the cold. The low temperatures slow down the enzymes that aid in the natural ripening process. When an unripe or even just ripe banana is placed in the refrigerator, it can sometimes turn black on the outside while remaining firm and starchy on the inside. And what about the taste? It can transform from creamy and delicious to chalky and bland. So, how should bananas be stored? Ideally, at room temperature, kept out of direct sunlight on your counter. To slow down the ripening process a little, try wrapping the stems in plastic wrap or aluminum foil. This reduces the amount of ethylene gas that bananas release during ripening. If they're already ripe and you want to extend their shelf life, only then should you put them in the refrigerator. The inside will remain fine for a short while longer, even if the skin may discolor. My grandmother, a wise woman who lived in Florida, taught me a clever trick. She used to hang her bananas on a special hook by the window. Not only did it add a touch of charm to her kitchen, but it also prevented them from getting bruised on the counter. And you know what? Her bananas always seemed to ripen perfectly every time. Another piece of advice: avoid storing bananas next to avocados or apples. These fruits also release ethylene, which can accelerate ripening more quickly than you'd like. A little knowledge about banana storage can make a big difference. Speaking of making good use of bananas, what if I told you that you've been missing out on some of the world's most delectable banana dishes? let's see how people from Thailand to the Caribbean consume bananas not just as a snack, but as a component of filling meals. Don't just eat them as a snack. Delicious banana dishes from around the globe. Bananas are typically thought of as a smoothie ingredient or a quick, on-the-go snack. However, in many parts of the world, bananas are not merely a side dish, they are the main attraction. Let's take a brief global tour to discover how various cultures transform this common fruit into something truly fulfilling. For instance, in Thailand, you'll find khao nio mum wong, a warm, soothing dessert made by steaming bananas with sticky rice and coconut milk. It's naturally gluten-free, incredibly satisfying, and sweet, an excellent choice for those seeking a mild, easy-to-digest treat. In some regions of Central America, ripe plantains, the more resilient cousin of bananas, are sliced and pan-fried until golden, often served alongside rice and beans. This common comfort food is abundant in potassium and fiber, two minerals that many older persons need more of. Closer to home, banana pudding is a southern U.S. tradition. While the classic recipe can be high in sugar and cream, you can make it lighter by using whole grain wafers and low-fat milk, and even add some chia seeds for extra fiber. Do you want something simple and fast? Add a sliced banana to your morning porridge and top it with walnuts and cinnamon. This enhances the taste, adds texture, and supplies vital nutrients like magnesium and omega-3s, which are excellent for heart and brain health. I remember a patient, Ms. Evelyn, a retired school teacher from North Carolina, who struggled to get her grandchildren to eat a healthy breakfast. I suggested she try making banana pancakes using just eggs and mashed banana. She later told me, "My grandchildren adore them, and I'm so relieved they're eating a healthy breakfast." So, don't just peel and eat the next banana you see on your counter. Use your imagination. You might discover a new favorite that is both tasty and healthful. When it comes to balance, have you ever wondered how many bananas are too many? Let's discuss portion control and how to enjoy bananas without overdoing it in the following section. What is an excessive number of bananas? Recognize your boundaries. There's no denying the health benefits of bananas. They're packed with potassium, fiber, vitamin B6, and provide instant natural energy. However, as the old saying goes, even too much of a good thing can still be too much. So, let's address a frequently asked question. What is the recommended daily intake of bananas for most healthy individuals, particularly those over 50? For most, 1 banana per day is a good, balanced choice, especially when consumed with meals or other foods. Perhaps 2 if you're particularly active. More than that, however, it can have an impact on your blood sugar, particularly if you don't pair them with healthy fats or protein. Even though their sugar content is natural, bananas still contribute to your overall carbohydrate intake, something to keep in mind if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes. And then there's potassium. Fortunately, bananas are well known for it. However, too much potassium can be dangerous if you have kidney issues or are on certain medications, such as potassium-sparing diuretics or ACE inhibitors. In these situations, always consult your doctor or a registered dietitian to determine your optimal intake. They might suggest smaller servings or lower potassium fruit alternatives. For high blood pressure, however, bananas are generally beneficial. Potassium can help maintain healthy blood pressure and balance sodium levels. Therefore, for most people, bananas are a benefit rather than a drawback. As always, your health is personal. What works for one individual may not work for another. So, pay attention to your body and listen to your doctor's advice. What I want you to remember is this. There's no inherent good or bad about bananas. They serve as a tool. And like any other tool, they function best when used appropriately, in the proper quantity, and at the right time. While we're discussing items that people typically discard, did you know that a banana's tiny, stringy parts are nutrient-dense? Next, we'll examine what those are and why you shouldn't throw them out. Banana strings, nutrient-rich or annoying. When you peel a banana, do you notice those small, stringy pieces that stick to it? We refer to them as phloem bundles, and most of us simply ignore them or flick them off without a second thought. Here's the surprise, though. Those strings can actually benefit you. The banana's natural structure includes phloem bundles. As the fruit grows, they aid in moving nutrients up and down the plant. They are also rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, all of which many of us need more of as we age. They contain substances that promote blood sugar regulation, balance the gut microbiome, and support digestive health. In other words, they support the beneficial bacteria in your digestive tract. According to a study published in the journal Nutrients, fiber-rich fruits like these support a healthy digestive system, particularly in older people who are prone to irregularities or constipation. Let me introduce you to my colleague, Dr. Anya Sharma, a gastroenterologist who often tells a story about a patient of hers, Mr. Peterson, a retired librarian from Minnesota. Every banana string used to be meticulously pulled out by him. He claimed they made the fruit feel incomplete. However, after learning from Dr. Sharma that these small fibers were beneficial to his digestive system, he decided to give them a try. He now laughs, "Now I just eat the whole thing and move on. I no longer even notice them, and I'm as regular as ever." Therefore, don't throw away those little fellows that are still attached when you peel a banana. You can't call them leftovers, they are included in the package. Let's transform bananas into even more powerful health enhancers. Next, to maximize their advantages, what if we combine them with superfoods? Keep an eye out, your banana snack is about to become a nutritious meal. The combination of superfoods, what to eat to get the most out of bananas. Bananas are delicious, nutritious, sweet, and convenient. Here's a secret, though. The potency of bananas is significantly increased when they are paired with the appropriate foods. Consider your banana to be the base. Now, imagine adding components that provide protein, fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants to that base. These ingredients work together to create a more balanced, fulfilling, and blood sugar-friendly snack that keeps you feeling full and energized for longer. What are some excellent banana combinations, particularly for those of us over 50? Nut butters. A dollop of peanut or almond butter adds protein and heart-healthy fats. It helps you maintain a stable level of energy by slowing down the absorption of sugar. Berries, strawberries, raspberries, or blueberries offer a pop of color and a wealth of antioxidants. These promote brain health and lessen inflammation. Flax or chia seeds, small but powerful. These are high in fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, excellent for digestion and heart health. Greek yogurt. It transforms your banana into a well-balanced breakfast or filling dessert because it is full of protein and probiotics. I frequently recommend this easy meal to my patients. A berry banana power bowl. Top a sliced banana with a dollop of Greek yogurt, a scattering of chia seeds, a drizzle of honey, and a handful of blueberries. It is healthful, sweet, crunchy, and creamy. One of my patients, Mrs. Lee, a vibrant woman from Oregon, shared her experience with this bowl. After my morning walk, I started eating this bowl. I used to crash at around 10 o'clock in the morning, but these days I make it till lunch without even considering food. Plus, my blood pressure has even seen a slight improvement. Therefore, don't always accept plain bananas. Encourage them, and they will encourage you in return. Next up, we're concluding with some crucial reminders. One final banana myth that could permanently alter your perception of this fruit. Is it better to stay away from bananas if you suffer from specific ailments? As you have likely discovered by now, bananas can be a varied and healthful addition to your diet. However, this is a legitimate query that we frequently receive, particularly from people who are dealing with long-term medical conditions. If I have diabetes, high blood pressure, or kidney problems, should I stay away from bananas? It's a serious inquiry, and it's not a straightforward yes or no response. Let's dissect it. You don't have to completely avoid bananas if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes. However, pairing and portion control are important. Eating bananas with protein, fiber, or fat helps avoid blood sugar rises because they naturally contain sugar. Consider adding a banana to chia seed pudding or with peanut butter to lessen the impact of sugar. Pick medium-sized, slightly ripe bananas rather than very ripe ones. Potassium is an important factor to take into account if you have kidney problems. Potassium, which is abundant in bananas, is generally beneficial for heart and muscle function. However, too much potassium can accumulate in the blood of those who have impaired kidney function. Therefore, before frequently consuming bananas if you're on a potassium-restricted diet, see your physician or a renal dietitian. Smaller servings or lower potassium fruit alternatives might be suggested. For high blood pressure, it is generally good to eat bananas. Potassium can assist in maintaining healthy blood pressure and balanced sodium levels. Bananas are therefore a benefit rather than a drawback for most people with hypertension. As always, your health journey is personal. What works for one individual may not work for another. Thus, Pay attention to your body and, most importantly, listen to your doctor's advice. This is what we want you to keep in mind. There is no inherent good or bad about bananas. They serve as a tool. They function best when used appropriately, in the proper quantity, and at the right time, just like any other instrument. Let's summarize everything and offer some closing remarks. Together, let's review what we have learned about bananas. Who would have thought that bananas could be so nuanced? But once you know how to properly enjoy them, they're also quite simple. We discovered that your blood sugar and digestion are impacted by the ripeness of your banana. Even though you don't eat the peel, we found that washing it can help keep you healthy. We learned the importance of timing, particularly the need to avoid eating bananas on an empty stomach without paring them. We discussed how to store bananas to prolong their freshness and nutritional value. We searched the globe for inventive banana dishes that went beyond simple nibbles. We talked about portion control, the hidden advantages of banana strings, and how to maximize this fruit with other potent foods. We finally addressed the crucial query, should some people completely stay away from bananas? The message is straightforward in its core. If you pay attention to your body and make wise decisions, bananas can be a real health friend. We would be delighted to hear from you now. Tell us by leaving a comment below. How do you prefer to eat bananas? Are there any recipes or tips that you particularly like and have found to be effective? Please give this video a thumbs up if it changed your perspective on bananas. For more health-conscious advice like this one, subscribe and share it with a loved one. Every week, we provide straightforward, doable tips for eating well, living life to the fullest, and aging well, because your health journey should be supported rather than stressful. Many thanks for viewing. Take care of yourself, one mindful bite at a time.